Hi guys, welcome to a new video. So today we're going to do something fun, I hope. Um, I've had this cutting grown in this pot for, I don't know, it's probably been at least a year, maybe even 2 years. Um, Originally, I had it growing, it's kind of as a informal upright or kind of a cascade, not really, but as it started getting longer and bigger, it started drooping down here. So kind of the more I looked at it, it kind of gave me an idea to do something a little bit different, something I've not done before. So it'll be kind of an experiment, um, and you guys can follow along with it to see how it works. But I've seen some other people um, do this sort of thing to where it's kind of a raft style to where it falls over, but it's also like a bridge. Um, and if you can see, this tree kind of lends itself to that with the shape already. So what I'm going to do is take it out of this pot, put it in a flat tray container like this, and kind of plant it as a kind of a bridge raft style tree, and kind of see how it looks. Like I said, I don't have one styled quite like this yet, so it'll be an experiment. And if it works, I've got a larger tree that's also fallen over and drooping like this that I'll probably put in a bigger pot as soon as I get one. I don't have a big tray pot yet, so thought I would start with this small one and kind of see how it goes. So first, I think we'll go ahead and get it out of the pot and kind of see what we've got. So let me get something to catch the soil. Hold on a second. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So what I've got is just this plastic lid to a big storage tote. I'm just going to lay that down there to catch the soil so I can just move it out of the way. So we'll get this out of the pot. Just make sure it's not tied in so I don't run into that problem. So we'll just dump the soil out here. And that should come out. Yep. So this is the tree. So we'll go ahead and set that aside. We'll clean some of this off. I don't want to disturb too many of the roots because I'm going to use them to hopefully tie the tree down in the new pot. So, but we'll shake off some of the loose soil. Got some good healthy roots in there, which is nice. You can tell they've all grown that way because it was up against the edge of the pot. So hopefully I'll get it enough away from the edge so we can grow some new roots over on this left side. You can see there's actually roots a big root that come out this way, but then it hit the side of the pot and it kind of pointed it back. Let's see if I can get it straightened back out without breaking it. But if not, we may just let it continue. Until I repot it again. But we'll see what we can do here. I think we might be able to get it maybe a little bit. Yeah, so we'll try that once we get it in the container. Okay. So let me get this out of the way. Okay, so let's get this pot ready. So this is the tray planter that I'm going to put it in. It's plastic, it's thick, so it's nice and rigid. I'm going to put some drainage screen. I've got a couple holes in here, and then I've also got some smaller holes drilled in here that I can use to wire the tree in if I need to. So, but first, I'm going to put the wire over the holes, and I've got this other wire here that I will just fold down. And we'll do the same thing to the other side. So I just bend the wire, make a loop this side, and another loop on the other side, and then just point them straight up. And put the mesh down. And some people put these in the other way, but I find that when I put the pointy side, straight edges on top, it tends to not poke my fingers when I grab the bottom of the pot when I'm moving it, and the roots don't tend to get hung up in it as bad because they're just straight pieces and you can pull them right off the root. So, but that's just personal preference, but you can do it just about any way you want, just as long as you get the job done. So I'm thinking the tree will come in here like this and put some wire on it to bend it to where this branch back here is sticking up a little bit more. So I think what I'm going to do first is put some wire starting down here and go up the trunk just to get that arch shape. So we'll start down here. It's really not much to anchor it to since I don't have it. It's not in soil, but I think it'll still work. I'll just have to hold on to it. And then once it starts wrapping around the trunk, it will, I think it'll be wrapped around enough to kind of anchor itself. So we'll see though. We will see. Just don't have any roots big enough to anchor the wire on, or I would do that. Should have pruned this before I tried to get wire in between these branches. It's a little difficult, but we'll get there. Take my time, not get in a hurry, and I should be good to go. Let's go ahead and get it off to the end here. We'll just leave it like that for now. We'll see what kind of bend we can get into this. Without breaking it. Let's see. Trying to determine how much of an arch I want. I think that looks pretty good. Probably put some more wire on there too to hold up the, see if I can do it with this piece that's left over. Just have to put it on loose over here so it doesn't break the branch, because this branch isn't very thick. I'll try to just wrap it loose. There we go. And I can always come back and put a smaller piece. Yeah, I can have that sticking up on the end there. Get this planted here. Probably get rid of some of these because I don't think I need these branches down here. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. Get rid of that one. And that one. So yeah, we'll do that, I think. I think we will get rid of this one, maybe down to here. And I'll try to have those as points in the contacting the soil down here, and maybe I'll get some roots to grow. I don't know. Like I said, I've not done this before, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm foreseeing the soil line to come up right along this. You might be able to see part of this on top of the soil, but maybe initially I might bury some of it. So you'll see this part up in here, down in through here, and then this will come back out of the soil on the other side. So that's kind of what I'm thinking so far. I think we might get rid of this branch too, but we'll see once I get it planted. I'm thinking I might put some wire on this branch just to bring it up some. So I think I'll do that before I plant it, just to make it easier. Get a new piece of wire. I think about that long. You can always cut it off if it's too long. I think I'll just try to start wrapping it and following this wire line. And then head on up this branch back here. I know it's probably a little bit hard to see, but there's got a lot of branches in here, but I really don't want to cut them off until I get the final position of this branch. So I can see where they're going to go once I bend it up. But hopefully you'll be able to see it once I get everything done and get it pruned. So that one will kind of point it that way. Now I'm thinking I need to bring this one, maybe bend it over a little bit. I think I'll go ahead and put some wire on there. And then if I want to bend it, I can. Probably should have used one piece of wire and wired this one and that one, but I've already got it on there now. It's not going to look the best, but it'll work. Like I said, my wiring philosophy is do what works, especially in the early stage. I'm not too concerned with how it looks. It's not going to go into any shows anytime soon. And by the time it's refined, I think I broke that branch off already, so I'll go ahead and cut it off. Let's see, I think these leaves are coming right off the trunk, so I'll get rid of those. Leave the wire there for now, so it'll allow me to bend it, but I'm going to wait till I get it potted before I do any final bending. Okay, I think that'll work. So let me go ahead and dump this stuff out that's fallen on there. Okay. And now I think I will try to put some wire in here to tie the tree down. I'm going to plan it something like that. I think if I put wire in these far holes, that'll give me enough to tie it down with, hopefully. We'll just feed the wire through these holes. Just kind of fold them out of the way, just make sure I got enough. Yep. Just fold those out of the way for now. And we will start filling up the tray. I'm just using my normal mix, which is akadama and black lava rock. Let's get a nice base layer to get the tree in, and then we'll fill it up the rest of the way once we get the tree positioned. we got it. Get this big thick root over here. Nestle it in. Get this arch a little higher. I think we will get rid of this branch. Get it like that. Go ahead and tie this side in. Just twist it with my fingers to start with, and then get it a little tighter. Doesn't have to be super tight because this tree is going to be inside. It's still winter time here in Texas, so I've got these growing inside under grow lights. So shouldn't have to. Won't be dealing with any wind or anything like that that could knock it off of the table. Hopefully, if I have wind that strong inside the house, I've got bigger things to worry about. So, so we got that part tied in. Go ahead and take some of these long pieces of the wire off. Fold it down under the soil. Spread these roots out, and I'll cover them up with the top layer. Okay. Let's go ahead and put some more soil in. And I would be curious to know, I know, portulacarias like this are very easy to propagate in soil, but I've never taken one that's rooted and dipped the tip into soil to see if that roots, or does it, does it try to grow roots there or not? If anybody's tried this, just shoot me, leave me a comment to let me know if it worked for you or what you would do different. Because like I said, this is a new experiment for me, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to lift that up a little bit. I don't need it that deep under the soil. I was going to wire this down over here, but I don't think I need to because it's resting there pretty good. I will put a little bit more soil just to cover that branch up, just to give it a shot at rooting. And we'll see what happens. the way it's looking. I think I will get in here and start doing some trimming now. I think I'm just going to leave it as a 3 trunk. So right now I've got 4. Got 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one over here. So I don't know that I need this one that's kind of pointing towards the front. I think I'll get rid of that. That way you can see the trunk a little better down there. And I don't think I need this coming out to the front, so we'll get rid of that for now. Maybe reposition this. Give it more of an arch, hopefully. Without breaking it. Yeah. I'm thinking I might wire that in just to hold it down. Let's get a piece of wire. Get a smaller piece than that. We use this shiny stuff that I don't like. Because it'll be buried anyway, so you won't see it. Let me find these holes under here now. There's one. There's the other one. That over there. We'll tie that down. Don't have to get it too tight, but we'll get it to where it's snug down in there, so give it a chance to grow some roots anyway, if it will. Let's get it. And we'll tuck that under the soil. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. We don't need this little piece here. Clean that up. This branch pointing to the back. Get that one to where it's kind of pointing out that way. I think the final position of this one will be a little bit shorter, maybe or I might even kind of point it back up even. But I'm not going to cut any length off yet because I want that to thicken up. So still trying to determine what to do with this. And like a lot of my stylings go, I'll do an initial styling and then just kind of let it sit on the shelf and look at it every couple days and see what kind of inspiration hits me, and usually ends up getting restyled a bit anyway. So whatever I end up doing today is probably not going to be the final version, but we'll get it started anyway. Just cleaning off some of these leaves so I can see what kind of structure I've got down in here. I'd like to, I'm just trying to think of the future of this, you know, if I get some sort of a pad up here and then kind of stair step it down to where it'll, you know, be kind of a triangle shape overall, you know, maybe something like this, and then come down over on this side. So it'll look like one kind of mass of a triangle, and then kind of let the three individual trunks kind of carry the mass on top. But that's what I'm thinking now anyway, but we'll see how it grows. I mean, it'll continue to grow whether this roots or not. It'd be nice if this would root just to grab it, but I mean, it's still going to grow because there's roots over here feeding everything. So we'll see what happens. It'll be kind of fun to watch this one go, to see how it develops. We'll maybe use this wire here, feed it in between here, and maybe go up on one of these branches. Or maybe both of them. Let's see if that's going to work or not. I may have to put another piece of wire on there. Trying to hold that down a little bit like that, so it can kind of develop a there. We'll leave it there. See what that does. Not sure I'm going to do any more to it. I think I just want to let it get settled in. Even though these internodes are way too far apart, I don't know that I want to trim them back now or not, or do I? I'm trying to get a little movement in these trunks. Yeah, a little bend in this one, a little bend in that one, and that one can be shaped. Yeah, this is kind of almost looks like some sort of an animal walking through there, but maybe that's just me. Not Sure, I like that branch there. It's kind of goes back, and we'll leave it there for now, though. Like I said, I just want to see how this starts developing, and then I'll make some tweaks to it in the future. But if you guys would like to follow along with this one, make sure you're subscribed, and that way when I post updates, you'll see it, and I think it'll be fun just to see how this one develops. And like I said, I do have another one that's quite a bit larger than this that I need probably a tray that's twice as long to fit it in. I'll do another one like this. I kind of like the way this looks. And I do have some rocks I might lay in this just to make it look more like a landscape. Let me grab those. All right, let's see. Not really needed. They're not providing anything other than, how it looks a little bit. Just adds a little more interest, I think. And again, like I said, I'll probably reposition these or take them out. We'll see how, when I continue looking at it and studying it over the next few days and weeks, I'll see what I like and what looks good. But I just like adding rocks into stuff like this, just make it look more like a landscape, kind of rugged, an old tree that kind of fell over and kind of did its thing. But yeah, I think for today, I think we'll leave that one just like that. I'll give you a quick spin around just so you can see. It's not much to look at this point, but at least we got it planted and on its way. So there's the front. There's the left side. There's the back. Right side. And back to the front. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next. Just kidding. The more I was looking at this, I thought I need to go ahead and bring some of these down just so I can start growing a new top, new branches, a little thicker and closer together. So I decided to go ahead and take these back and start growing new tops. So that's what we're going to do. It didn't have any leaves on it, but it does have some internodes in there, some notches that will probably push some new leaves up through. Like how straight that one is. Go ahead and cut that there. I will leave the length on that one though, because like I said, I want to thicken that up. So I don't think I want to bring it this way. Yeah, I think I like it leaning, just to give it that flow going that way. Like maybe the wind blew it over and the wind continues to come from this way and kind of growing like that. So, and as this gets taller, I may cut these off and just kind of lean it all towards that way, but we'll see how that develops. So go ahead and bring these back. And this one, yeah. All right, I think let's go ahead and bring these back too, just to let that grow out a lot tighter. All right, so now this time I think we are done. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.